What do you call flying transformers?
What do you call flying transformers, Gither?
Robots in disguise.
That's brilliant.
Good.
Yeah.
Hello, all you little headset Henrys. We are giving away a PlayStation VR2 on the channel. Stick around to the end of this video to find out how to enter. Hi, and welcome back to Virtually Real. This is Corey, and this is what happens when Corey goes.
Boom. Alright, I like this. I like this better than arcade mode. There's lots more going on.
This has to end, Megatron. My old friend. Ends when you and your Autobots are crushed into scrap.
That's cool. They're just fighting around me. While I take care of these little guys.
Hi, Corey. Thanks for coming over today and trying out Transformers Beyond Reality.
No worries, kids. Thanks for having me. Great game.
What were your first impressions?
I mean, having grown up in the 80s, Transformers is close to the heart, and so it was kind of good to. I haven't really enjoyed the new Transformers movies so much, so it was good to have something that was in the original theme, I guess. Some of the original graphics, some of the original feel.
It's easy to get distracted by the show happening around you.
Thought you'd get away?
That's distracting.
Why do you care so much
Awesome.
about this wretched Prime? I care about all life, Megatron.
It's a rail shooter, so you basically don't control where you are too much. You do get a little bit of choice over directions, but you're basically on rails throughout the thing.
Yeah.
And you're just shooting away. You've got a primary, a secondary, and a special weapon. So
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, you can swap the weapons by reaching over your shoulder and pull out another one. One of them, I think the one that you pull off your shoulder tends to run out.
Get out of here. Boom. Shields are for suckers.
it's a hard one because I do love the Transformers. I love the IP, the original IP. The movies not so much. But I also found this game a little bit soulless for me. And I think that's because it's not doing anything. It's not innovating within the space of the rail shooter. I mean, there's games like Rush of Blood that came out on the first headset, which was the roller coaster on rail shooter with the zombies. It scared the crap out of you.
Yeah.
And just recently they brought out a Switchback, which wasn't quite as good. And yet again, that was, I think, part of the problem was the innovation. It's like, oh, you've actually done this before, and it kind of felt like you did it better before. So I think it's quite an old genre now in VR, and to stand out, I think you've got to bring something new to it. And I think this is my problem with this game.
Oh, wow. Hang on. Kill him first.
Where you go? Show yourself so we can hurt you. Stop resisting and obey the law.
I like the story just playing out around you. That's fun. It is very distracting, which is, again, why I like it.
Leave me. Go after Megatron. Until next time, old friend. Hey, Grimlock,
No, that's fair enough. And I mean, to step back, I think part of the thing that was missing, so it felt very old. Like the style felt very old. It felt like something I would play on an old Nintendo, for example, but obviously in VR and stuff. But anyway, I think it was the lack of attachment to a story. Like there was no buy-in. I didn't understand why I was shooting the bugs. You know what I mean? Like, and why I was only shooting the bugs and not shooting the other giant robots jumping around and fighting each other. I didn't really feel any emotional attachment. There was a woman that introduced the kind of suit to me and the guns and things like that.
That was probably the best part because she had some sass.
Yeah, that's right. She did have some attitude, and so like there was that part. And then I thought because I played arcade mode, then entered story mode or campaign mode or whatever they call it, and I thought it was going to have a bit more of a story. And in between the two levels that I played, there was this kind of comic book panel. Yeah, comic book panel style sequence. But it didn't really, like, I enjoyed that because it was something I hadn't seen before and the way it was done was beautiful. But the story, I didn't really understand what was happening. I didn't understand the context of that story. It went on for a little bit too long. So yeah, I think I just lacked a little bit of emotional buy into the game, to be honest.
You crush barricade.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
I think you make good Dinobot. High praise from a dimwit. Me Grimlock no like you. You talk funny again. Me Grimlock eat you. Hold Grimlock.
That primary weapon requires you pull the trigger every time you want to take a shot.
And we're getting old. We're getting arthritis in our fingers from pulling that trigger through.
Seriously, I'm a graphic designer. I can lift cars with this finger, but half an hour in this game and I was bored. I was just like, my finger's actually hurting. It's like we're laughing downstairs. Make it either semi-automatic or automatic. Don't let it do as much damage. So you've got to hold it on the creatures a bit longer, but please don't make us. Imagine going through 6 or 8 levels, all 20 minutes long, doing that. It's like,
so there is a kind of an upskill or an up level that you shoot something that, I don't know, shaped like a triangle or whatever it is, and that gives you automatic firing. And it's almost like a wave of relief comes over you when you hit that, and you're like, yes, I could just hold it in. And just point and hold. And there is just this like wave of relief that comes over you when you're happy. You know you can just point this thing and shoot these things out of the sky and you can give your finger a rest. But yeah.
Oh, it's getting fast now. Woo!
Hello, human.
Running.
Picked a lovely sunset to die.
Come on, big boy. Let's do this.
You're soft.
Really struggling to take out these side guns. There we go. There we go. Wow, that took way too long.
the mechanics are fine, the guns are fine, the designs are fine. But yeah, for me, it's just, I think it's lacking, it's like you say, there's no emotional attachment. It's lacking a soul, and it's Transformers, so it should have an energon soul. Whatever that thing is that comes out of the chest.
Yeah. You're proving you're an OG Transformers. Yeah. Love it.
Alert. So much going on.
You must be really fun at parties.
Booyakasha. Alright, what do you do? Now we're talking. Boom.
Yeah, and look, from my point of view, I mean, it's an expensive game for what it is, I think, because it's like $37. And although I do say, hey, if it's a $40 game, if it costs the same as dinner, if it entertains me more than dinner, but I don't think this has entertained me for the whole of dinner. I think this is just like an hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a cheap starter.
Small little bit of novelty, like a little bit of just a little bit of a spicy kick on a sushi roll.
But look, I mean, it has its utility as well. It's not a game that's going to make anybody motion sick. For putting new people on when they come to try the VR, it's inoffensive. It's fun to shoot a gun. They don't have to think about moving. They don't have to think about getting sick and stuff like that. So it's a good introductory game to kind of put people on. And also when the boys are over, it's a good, it's like Transformers. So it's like, it's a good kickback and throwback when you haven't got time to really kind of get into a game and stuff like that. It's just like, let's put something on for half an hour to.
That's actually a really good. That's a really good point. Is that sometimes you don't really want an emotional buy into a game. You just want to have some drinks and throw the headset on and challenge your mates to getting as many points as you can in an arcade shoot 'em, and that's perfect.
Come on, big boy.
This will be entertaining. Suffer, you fleshling. As expected, nobody can stand.
Okay.
Ah, that was fun.
Him. A bit weak.
Let's get to the moment of truth, shall we? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I think I'll go half a thumb up.
Okay. I'm going thumbs down. I honestly, although I just mentioned this game had utility, I really don't gel with it. I don't think I'll finish it. I don't think I'll go back to it. Maybe I will when I get really bored, but there's so many games that are coming out now that are going to deserve more attention. So this is my first thumbs down on the channel.
Oh, wow.
In a year. So
Okay.
that's
I'm proud to be a part of this moment.
yeah, I've done a few half thumbs and stuff like that, but
yeah.
that's my first double thumbs down. So
Yeah, wow.
well done, Transformers Beyond Reality.
Need to pick up your game.
Yeah, you do need to pick up your game, literally. It's our 1 year anniversary on the channel, so we are giving away one of these. Booyah headset Henrys, to coincide with our 1 year anniversary of creating content, we are giving away a PSVR2 headset. How do I win this magical face attachment? It's easy. Just subscribe and leave a comment on any of the videos on the channel. The prize will be randomly drawn on the 31st of October, so you might get a shock for Halloween. All that's left to say is thank you, Corey, for coming over and playing Transformers.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you at home for watching. Stay virtually real. Now, if Robocop was a Transformer, what would his name be?
Please explain.
Stoptimus Crime.
I don't know where you're finding these, man. I don't know where you're finding these.